Just waiting for the live stream. Yay. Just waiting for the confirmation. Okay, we are being sent to YouTube and we are being streamed. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Welcome everyone watching us live and all of you watching the replay from this call. This is a wellness inspiration call where you can get inspired to optimize your wellness and healing wherever you are in your wellness situation in life. So get ready for a sparkling 30 minutes to get amazing ideas and also to get connected to amazing wellness experts, because I am the network founder of the Integrative Wellness Network. I am bringing providers together from all modalities, body, mind, emotion, spirit, soul, Western, Eastern, healers, all kinds of modalities to help you all ultimately have this amazing network, Integrative Wellness Network, where you have one resource to get inspired for wellness and find amazing providers to optimize your health. So today we are doing a live stream call with some of our amazing providers that are already in our network. And yay, I'm so happy to have you, Amanda and Joy and Christoph and Laura Ann and Mariah. And you all are from around the world. And so the first thing that I want to do is I want to give a quick round of hello from everybody. Please unmute yourself and tell us, where are you in the world right now? What is your expertise and what do you do for people in like 1 or 2 minutes, like a quick hello round. And I'll just call on you so you know if that's all right. Amanda, you're top left on my screen.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda CAMPELO-SVECHINSKY. I am currently in Brazil. So my husband and I are currently in indigenous land in the northeast coast of Brazil, where we are healing and learning directly from a shaman. So we are learning to increase, I guess, to add to my healing modalities. So I'm an energy healer. I have a circle of women and to work on our divine feminine. So I'm a cacao ceremonialist. And now I'm learning herbalism. So I'm connecting to the plant medicine in a deeper way than just cacao. So that's me.
I love that you're in the Amazon. That is always so fancy to tell people about our network. Yes, we also have people studying with the shamans in the Amazon. So cool. Thank you for being here, Amanda. All right, I'm calling on our next person. Joy, you're next on my screen here. Would you say hello and where are you calling from? What do you do?
Hello, nice to be here. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I live in Bali for the last couple of years. Currently in Istanbul for New Year's, and I'm hosting retreats and planning retreats as well for especially my niche is like people hosting their first international retreats in Bali. Because it might cause some anxiety or like feelings of inadequacy can come up. So I work with that. I'm also doing coaching on reparenting, how to be the parent that you needed when you were growing up, inner child reconnection, Alexander technique, somatic therapy, and I love bringing different modalities together. So yeah, thank you.
Yay, so happy to have you, Joy. Greetings to Istanbul from Alaska, where I'm at. And yay to Bali retreats. I love that you joined our network and that you popped on right away on our first call. That is so cool. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yay. Christoph, I know you'll also do an experience for us later. Like, why don't you say hello next and give us a mention of what we will get to experience as a wellness taster experience later as well.
Hi, thank you for the invitation. My name is Christoph Lambrechts. I'm from Akshara Sound Healing, which also says what I'm doing. I work as a sound healer. which is basically an energetic healing through sound. I live in Belgium, where I was born and raised, and still am. I haven't left the country yet. I'm looking forward to give you a little experience later on how sounds can influence your state of being. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Amazing. Yay. Thank you so much for saying hello, Christoph. Yay. And oh my gosh, we have Shika from India. I'm so excited to call on you in a minute. Like, we're just doing an introduction round so everybody can quickly meet everybody around the world. Wow. Okay. I see it on my screen next. I have Laura Ann Garris. Would you say hello, please? And where are you calling from? What magic you do in wellness for people?
Yes, hello, I'm Laura Ann Garris. I'm in Seattle, Washington, USA. It is so good to finally put some of these faces together with the names. I am what I call a Reiki astrologer. I work with people on their cycles, patterns, and archetypes so that they know what's coming. And if it's a physical thing, a mental thing, emotional, all of the above, and that it's a cycle. And that if we deal with it, then the next time it comes around, we can be at a higher consciousness level. I bring in energetic Reiki to help with that, and it's just a refreshed life. So
good to have you, Laura Ann. You're in my inner circle of cases anybody's wondering, like, why do we have a background that's different and the others don't? In our Integrative Wellness Network, we have a space for providers, which all of you all are in our special insider provider space. And we have a special insider group within that, a special club where we meet regularly to get to know each other on a deeper level and also do wellness things for ourselves. And that's where Laura Ann Garris is as part of. Like, we live what we're talking to also nurture ourselves in our business, inspire each other, and we have that soulful additional connection in our group as well. That's called the Wellness Entrepreneur Connection, and Laura Ann has the background, the correct background. That's perfect. Awesome. Next, I would love to hear from Mariah. Where are you calling from, and what are your superpowers in wellness? Can you give us a glimpse? Oh, you need to unmute yourself real quick.
Hi, I'm Maria. I'm originally from Italy. I now live in Nottingham, UK. I'm a dietitian, a hypnotherapist. My aim is give relief to people that suffer of anything related to gut. So, for example, irritable bowel syndrome. And irritable bowel syndrome is critically related with insomnia. Insomnia is directly related with pain, and with hypnotherapy, I try to make people visualize their pain to empower them to be able to make it smaller and smaller, and maybe ideally to disappear. And
Nice.
this is me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Maria. And I'll say your name the Italian way now because I wasn't sure how to pronounce it. Maria. Yes. So awesome to have you, and greetings to the UK.
Yeah.
Love it. So I'm going to very quickly say about me. I am Astrid Mueller. I'm the author of Permission to Sparkle, Live Your Dream Life, and also about the upcoming book, Permission to Sparkle Through Cancer. I am a cancer thriver. I made it through breast cancer stage 4, talking about inspiring what's possible. I fully got well. The first story that we're sharing here of like what's possible. And I actually founded this network because I fully supported myself during the healing with body, mind, emotion, spirit, soul. And I use modalities such as you see here in this call to not just go to doctors, but to look at my whole being and what do I actually need in the moment, and to support myself on all these levels. So I also used visualization like Maria just mentioned. I use sound healing like Christoph will give us a taster in a minute. I used Reiki with a specialist that Laura Ann offers as well. Joy, oh my goodness, I forgot your all your modalities, but I also did retreats for myself on the healing journey to actually center myself and to really listen inside, like what do I need, and to process the all the emotions and the mind stories that can come up. We are a whole being, and Amanda, I also used herbs to supplement my healing. And I love that you're in the Amazon and doing shamanic, learning shamanic things. And I also worked with a spiritual coach. So I'm giving you just a few examples of the whole spectrum that is out there for you as you're watching this. I find it so fascinating, and it's always about finding what works for us. So we're here to inspire you all as you're watching this. Like, ooh, what else is possible? If you ask that question, you are going to find next amazing answers and find amazing providers that are perfect for you. So we did a quick inspiration round of who is here. Now, the next thing that I want to do is a quick round with celebration stories from our practices. And I kind of already started that, sharing that I got well from breast cancer stage 4 because I fully supported myself. I will call on others or let others speak organically in a minute with short stories from their clients of before and after. And before we do that, I have another provider from our network who wasn't able to be here today, but she shared a short video where we can meet her. So I want to do a screen share for that. And I am going to do that in a second. So give me 1 second to find that video. And here we go. 1 second. Here is the Zoom one. Here we are. So we are in the this is an insider glimpse. Actually, I have a video in here from her, so you actually get to see real quick. And Laura, and we see the right. Can you give me a thumbs up if you see the screen share? Okay, perfect. So we have a modality directory that we're actually developing as we are gathering providers from all areas, and this will become public in the future, in the very near future, for everybody also. Oh, you see Laura and GARRIS as a video here too. Perfect. So I'm going to call on Sarah Dawkins. She's also in the UK, and she shared a video with us. I'm going to share this here real quick so you can meet her too. And she actually has part of a story and like what helped her get well in there as well. So let me see here. She's a holistic health coach. Sarah Dawkins is her name. She's also an author. And here's her video.
My early mornings are spent in stillness with a cup of green tea. Then after a shower, I'm out in nature walking with my dog, taking in all the beauty around me. I have pomegranate trees and I'm lucky enough to have many pomegranates on them, so I juice them and enjoy it with my husband. And then it's on to work, whether that's editing a podcast, doing some administration. Every day I meditate, indoors or outdoors. I work with clients locally in their homes, as well as video calls on the internet. And then I'm back out in nature, walking again with my dog. I like to learn and relax through reading. And some of my evenings are spent speaking on a podcast or summit or relaxing with my husband.
Yay. So you saw that she has a book. She wrote a book, Heal Yourself. If you want to find out more about her, she's also one of our members. And I will also put her link into our video descriptions below. So I love that her video, she gave us a quick glimpse of her life in how she now optimizes her wellness in her life with everything she does and to create life balance. And she shared really cool inspirations. So as you're watching the replay, everyone, please comment below, like any inspiration that really hit you and you're like, oh, I want to do this, or oh, I love that modality, like we will love to see your comments below in this video stream. And you can also post questions in there for our providers here and for anybody of how you can optimize your wellness for yourself. So use the comment area, and everybody here will get to see that afterward, and we will address all of your comments. And we're excited to hear from where you're hear from you and where you are watching this from. Awesome. So now I want to open the panel, and you can just unmute yourself and share wellness inspiration stories, like anything before and after from your practice and your specialty. Let's hear some celebrations. Whoever wants to go first. Yeah, Amanda, go for it.
So I'll go. Instead of sharing a before and after, I would like to ask for permission to share a testimonial. Well, not a testimonial, a message that I received yesterday from one of my spiritual coaching clients.
Sure.
I will not say her name for privacy reasons, but yesterday I was very pleased to receive a message from her in the morning saying, "My dearest Amanda, happy Boxing Day." She's in Canada, so it was Boxing Day yesterday. "I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. For me, it was actually very healing. For the first time since I was very little, I decided to spend Christmas Day with my mom, just her and I. It was honestly incredible, and I could not help but think that it was a direct result based on all of the powerful work we have been doing together. Thought you should know. Thank you so much. I love you."
That is so lovely. Can you share just a summary of what work did you do with her?
Well, first she came to me because she wanted to understand some of the patterns that kept repeating in her life. So when she found out that I do Akashic Records readings, she was very interested in wanting to know, because she had a feeling that some of the things that have been repeating in her current life came from a past life or past lives, and she wanted to know. So we did an Akashic Record session, and it was very powerful for her because not knowing anything from her personal life, I brought some topics that were very, very deep and very causes of wounds, big wounds for her. So after that, she loved getting the insights, and I sent a full report. And she came back to me saying she wanted to know how we could continue working, because that on itself was so powerful that she wanted to continue getting that. So she signed up last November, for spiritual coaching with me. Okay. So we've been working together on spiritual coaching, and that brought a lot of different things, a lot of healing, because I work with the violet flame. I work with Reiki and different modalities. In the spiritual coaching, we just mix everything together by the guidance that I received from her spiritual team. So the first thing that came is that she needed to cut some cords that were still holding her with past situations. And we did that, and we did violet flame. And now I would be guided by her spiritual team and working with that. So we still work 13 months later, we're still working together. And what came in one of the sessions, one of the sessions that we were having, was that she had a very wounded inner child. So that became the focus of our healing and our work together to work on those inner child wounds. And she had very, very deep wounds of her mother. So she didn't have a relationship with her mother at all. And ever since she was little, she always had problems. Her mother struggles with mental health issues. So we started working and getting guidance from her spiritual team and working on that, on healing her. And at first she didn't want to. She didn't feel like she didn't want to heal her relationship with her mother. But then she started understanding that healing was not about her mother or anyone else, but it was about her, not carrying that weight further, because that weight holding her back from being where she needed to be. So we started working on that, and then things just magically started happening. She reunited with her mother after several years. This past Mother's Day, she called her mother and said that she wanted to see her. So it was the first time in many years that they saw each other on Mother's Day. And she started seeing that her healing was causing a ripple effect on all of those around her as well. She has issues with her sister as well, and all of those started mending on their own timing and as they had to be. So
nice. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. Thank you, Amanda, and thank you for closing the circle of like how meaningful it was then for her to actually have this amazing Christmas with her mother. So I love it, and I also love your story because it really highlights that sometimes we don't know why we're not feeling well. We just don't feel well, and sometimes our well-being and our health also has to do with other things in our life than our body, right? And I feel there's somebody else here on this call who has something body related where then suddenly it shows up like it also leads back to the mind or whatever. And I feel that, Mariah, like, because you have this really cool connection. You said you help people who have issues with their gut. So it shows up for them in their gut, that the irritable bowel syndrome is what you mentioned, and other issues with digestion, and you help them also by accessing their mind and healing things. Can you share a celebration story? I would love to hear.
Well, is irritable bowel syndrome, like all the functional diseases, they're still seen from the medical people like it's all in your mind. Well, actually it is, but not in a bad way. This is the disease, is our brain that needs to be retrained. And with hypnotherapy, the pleasure is that with metaphors, you make people see their gut as a friend. Like, let's say now, an example could be instead of seeing a turbulent river, a calm and peaceful river. And so it's all about repetition. So our brain likes to be repeated things, the same thing. And the more you repeat it, the higher the chances to, to increase the plasticity and changing the sensation of pain. In my experience, I had people with irritable bowel syndrome or even dyspepsia, which is like indigestion. And again, without going too in deep, I had people that were unable to go out or just because they wouldn't go in any social events because they didn't know how to manage their symptoms. And basically, I had some, let's call them reviews, or as Amanda said, testimonials. Because they were able to get out, to go out, to eat out with other people instead of being on their own. And that was great. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love that you shared that. First of all, it showed up in their body, and you helped them through their mind, and like by rewiring. And your modality is hypnotherapy, or one of the modalities. I love that example that it's connected. It can be connected. And I also love that you mentioned before also, I think, root cause, that you help people look at the root cause. So where is it coming from, instead of just taking medicine and like, let's make it go away. And same thing for Amanda, right? Like we're all curious about the root cause. I think that's a big conversation that's part of looking at integrative wellness. I love it. Thank you for sharing. And yay, that they can actually live their life, right? That's what it's all about, like optimizing wellness and living our lives fully. Let's do one more celebration, and then let's go to the sound healing taster experience. So who feels more compelled, Joy or Laura Ann, a celebration that you have, like something that's bursting out? Otherwise, I'll just call you. Go ahead, Laura Ann, go ahead.
I'm happy to. Though I love to hear BALI stories. Those always get prominent. So I have worked, one that's coming to my mind is I had a dear client who was getting ready to have her Saturn return. We all go through that at about 28, 29 years of age, and then around 57, 58. When she was 28, she had gotten so sick that she had been bedridden. So she actually came to me in a preventative mindset of, I don't want to do that again. There has to be a way through. And we sat down and we looked at what Saturn was doing in her chart, how she could have sovereignty, how she could take her boundaries, her spiritual boundaries, and take them up a notch and do that in very practical, realistic ways that made her healthy. And for her to feel comfortable saying, no, I'm not going to do that because this is healthier for me, and to feel good about that, and to have that energy, the Reiki energy, to reinforce that. She goes, I have never felt so great in my life. And she came out of that time and that period of her life more free, yet with clear structure, spiritual structure for her life to be the radiant person she was born to be.
Oh, wow. What an amazing story. I love it. And what a big change, like from being bedridden to actually living her life fully, and like also to preventing from that happening again. I love that she came to you with the awareness that it's all interconnected. And I love your example of for her, it was boundaries and learning to say no. And that was actually one of the things I also addressed on my cancer healing journey for breast cancer, which has to do with self-love. I learned a lot about that. And I learned the healthy effect when we do speak our truths and when we do say no. And I actually have cancer patient thriver clients in my support group. One of them also has this big thing where saying no is like has been like a longer practice for her to really get to that. And the more she has been doing that and putting herself first for self-care and choosing herself and finding ways of kindly saying no, the more she supported her health. It's so wild how it's all like interconnected, and I feel it in my body when I speak my truth, how amazing it feels. And yeah, and anything that's preventing us from doing that is a story in our mind. So again, it's like the whole full circle, right? It's really fascinating. Awesome. So let's go. I know our time is flying. We're already over 30 minutes. I would love everybody to get a sound experience now of like wellness sound healing experience from Christoph Lambrecht. You have to correct me if I just say your name correctly. And then before we do that, Joy, if you do have a cool story of before and after, I will also love to hear it afterwards. So feel free to be ready with that. Before we wrap our call, I will also love to hear from you. Christoph, let's everybody mute ourselves. I will mute myself and open the door for like about a 5-minute sound experience so we can all ground ourselves and actually tune into wellness for ourselves with a taster of what we can do for more wellness. Thank you, Christoph.
All right, wonderful, thank you. I would like to start with asking if you have headphones with you. It's way better listening with headphones, so if you have the chance to go grab them, please do so now before we begin. The experience will be way better. And when you feel ready, you can gently close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in and out. And bring all your awareness to your ears, and to the sounds you're about to hear. You can imagine that with every in-breath you breathe in relaxation. And with every out-breath, tension leaves the body. In and out. Every breath more and more relaxed. And then keep all your awareness to the sounds you're about to hear. And dream away on this sound journey. as the sounds fade away, you can gently open the eyes again and return.
Thank you so much, Krista. That was amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you for turning that off. Perfect. I wasn't able to fully use a headset, and I still felt the vibration of awesomeness. And I felt that it was calming me down. Does anybody have any feedback for Christoph that you want to say, or like just gratitude, lots of gratitude? I love it. Thank you. And I do want to say that for all of you watching, one of the amazing things that we can do for ourselves to optimize our wellness is to find a way to relax. And because that allows us to hear our inner wisdom, it allows our body to activate our natural regenerative healing mechanisms. Our vagus nervous system actually is able to fully function, which is the opposite of the fight or flight, when we're just like stressed out, right? So you want to do something for yourself to optimize wellness. One of the first things can literally be find a way to calm down and relax. And sound healing, I love it. That's a great example. Thank you so much, Christoph. Super lovely. Do you also do that long distance for people, right? People can hire you for retreats, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I play live and online as well. This was a very short session. Actually, it's a bit too short to really go into this relaxation. Like you said, it activates our parasympathetic nervous system, which brings calm, regulates our digestion, our heartbeat, our breathing. So all of them are essential parts to really feel relaxed and to activate this self-healing mechanism, like you said. So it does take a bit longer to really sink into that. If you want to experience that, I have lots of videos on YouTube and many recordings on Insight Timer if you prefer the no screen and the no advertisement session, so that you can head over there and check them out. But you said you were going to share the links, so I'm sure they will.
I will, yes, I will put all the links below for everybody watching the replay as well. Thank you so much, Christoph. Amazing.
Thank you. My pleasure.
And Joy, we have you back. You do retreats in Bali. Is there any wellness celebration you want to share with us before we close out the call from people who work with you at your retreats, or anything that came to mind?
Yeah, sure. From the last retreat we hosted in Bali, and I also planned the retreat as well. I came to this point in my life after doing like intense healing and teaching different healing modalities. I mean, people need connection more than ever in a post-COVID world. Like, I saw 8 women coming together and everyone was going through some sort of grief. And the fact that they saw that they were not alone in this, but it's such a huge stigma to talk about what is actually going on behind the scenes. So it is like holding that kind of space for people and showing up even at this point is a huge healing in and of itself. For me, I feel like being there for people and showing up and seeing what they are going through and can create that kind of healing environment. So yeah, it was a huge win for me to see people opening up, and these people didn't step into any kind of healing spaces in their lives, like, whatsoever.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they were really like very new to this kind of modalities. But then I saw, I mean, even though it went beyond the modality, the retreat itself is like witnessing helped so much in terms of their journey. So I was very happy to see them like that, and they left with so much gratitude to their home countries. So yeah, I wanted to share that.
Thank you so much, Joy. I love your name, by the way. Joy has been a catalyst for my healing. So thank you for being here. And I love that you shared that the ladies who showed up at your retreat had no connection to the holistic space before. I would
No.
assume that they were very busy and so taking the time for ourselves, like everybody can access this at any time of your life. All it takes is a decision that you want to optimize your wellness and that they're, becoming curious. That's actually one of my keys. The biggest key in permission to sparkle is like curiosity. Once you say like, "Ooh, what else is possible?" Right? And then you become curious. So, okay. So we are here with the Integrative Wellness Network. We are not public yet for wellness seekers, but we have a sign up button that you find below. You can get notified when we go public, and you will be able to directly access our whole community of more wellness providers, and you will be able to speak to people who can do a wellness check-in with you, because I'm all about faces. You're all here, we make a connection with a person. We're not just a directory. We are making authentic connections with amazing people. You get to find your personal best real support system to complement or fully create your wellness team in our space. For all you wellness providers who see this as a replay, if this resonates with you and you also want to fully support your clients comprehensively, think of if there are additional cool synergistic modalities that might be a great fit to what you are doing. I know that we have synergies here in our call already. I know, like Joy, if you do a retreat, you can bring sound healing into it, right? Maria, I like to say it Italian way. Maria, with your hypnotherapy and gut healing, you might notice that somebody might really resonate with spiritual support as well. And so you might find it interesting, Amanda, like, oh, there's this lady in the Amazon, or you might appreciate a cacao ceremony. Laura Ann, with your Reiki healing, you already connected with Amanda because you saw like, oh, she knows about herbs. And so all of us, like, we can have really cool complementary things. And when we're curious, find additional ways of supporting clients. So if that also resonates with you, if you also love collaborating, and if you want to reach more clients around the world, we have a lot of cool more things coming up like this. We have retreat collaborations coming up. I'm actually already planning a cruise, a virtual cruise for 26. Yeah, for 25, we'll have a virtual cruise, and then 26, we'll have our first real cruise. I'm getting chills. I'm so excited. And lots of cool other collaboration and visibility opportunities. So look at the links below, subscribe, join us if this calls you, and please help share this if this resonates, if you know others, if you know wellness seekers who want to get inspired. This is an amazing video with first steps to more wellness. So thank you all so much for having been here. You're all amazing. I appreciate you all. And I'm excited for more magic we can bring to the world with next calls and opportunities. Thank you. Many greetings. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. You're awesome. Bye-bye.